Just over a month since a defeat, with 5 months left occupying the second floor of Buffalo City Hall and 2 years left on his term as a South District councilman, Chris Scanlon wants you to know he's not going anywhere. I sat down today with the acting mayor to talk about his crushing and emotional loss and his drive to pick himself back up and tackle the responsibilities that come with leading the Queen City. Among the biggest questions, will you return to the Common Council once a new mayor assumes his seat on January 1st?
As of right now, my plans are to finish this 5 months strong as acting mayor, and then I have 2 years left on the term, and I know there are rumors out there. The rumors are not true. I've heard specific rumors about jobs that I'm going to. I've heard specific offices that I'm going to run for. I've heard more vague ones, but no, I intentionally have not engaged in those type of conversations. I love the city of Buffalo. I'm a lifelong Buffalonian, and I want to make sure what I'm doing personally, professionally, is going to benefit the city of Buffalo and its residents. So certainly didn't take part in any conversations to that end. And as of right now, I'm just focused on acting mayor and South District council member.
That's how acting mayor Chris Scanlon is answering rumors and facing his critics. It's flattering, he says, but it's also frustrating.
You know, over the course of the past few weeks, I've kind of got a feeling from some people, or heard from some people, that almost they think like we're mailing it in the rest of the year in this capacity, and that is not the case.
Scanlon says the proposals floated during the campaign are still treading water, namely establishing a 3% hotel bed tax, creating a parking authority, and selling off some of the city-owned ramps. He says the council will have a list of authority nominations before them when they reconvene in September, and that he intends to have all preparations complete on the program before the calendar turns on another year.
The most humbling experience of my life, to have the type of support that the campaign has had to this point.
But there's no denying for Scanlon, expectations were higher leading to the June primary. 3 days after defeat, he scrapped his plan B and took himself off an independent line in November.
It's the most difficult decision that I've had to make, I can tell you that. But when you're looking at another full-scale campaign, you need certain resources. There were questions whether those would be available, but also, and most importantly to me, my decisions don't impact only me. They impact other people in my life, whether that be family, friends, and in particular the team. And I wasn't going to put them in a position to where my decisions could maybe negatively impact them. I get it that people might think, because of the loss and how difficult it was, that maybe human nature kicks in and I kind of mail it in the rest of the year, and that's not the case. It's not going to happen. That's not how I was raised. That's not how I'm built. And we have 5 months of work ahead of us. And we're going to come in here every day as a team and make sure that we do everything we can. As I've said, I know I've said it several times, but I want to make sure we're doing on a daily basis everything we can to improve the quality of life for residents. That wasn't just campaign talk. That's my responsibility here.
Now, Scanlon says he's doing everything he can to have all of his proposals ready to go by January 1st. I floated this same question to Sean Ryan's campaign about things like the occupancy tax, the establishment of a parking authority, and selling off parking ramps. A campaign spokesperson said in response, Ryan's team is undertaking a review of the expected budget gap and says, quote, he stands by his previous statements about proposed plans to close the budget gap and plans to evaluate all existing policies once in office, end quote.